Hello all, welcome back to Chinmoy's YouTube channel. So I think you have already gone through the previous episode of Animal Kingdom. So where I have already posted the characteristic features with examples of Porifera, Nigeria or Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes and Nematoda. So in today's topic we are going to study about the rest one. So that is Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca and Echinodermata. So we will study this full in this episode. So let us start today's topic. Now what we are going to learn by the end of this lesson. So the main learning objectives are we are going to learn about the characteristics of phylum Annelida, that is based on classification, what were the characteristics we decided on that, as well as the other characteristics also apart from the basis of classification. So phylum Annelida, that is the ringed worm, phylum Arthropoda, that is organisms with jointed legs or appendages, phylum Mollusca we'll learn, and last but not the least is phylum Echinodermata. So these are all known chordates. So after this episode full, I'll be coming with the video of the class teaching the chordates. So phylum chordata. So please subscribe to my channel if you want to learn about the chordates family also. So there I'll be discussing with all the phylum under that category of chordates. Okay, so please subscribe to my channel, stay tuned, stay updated with my videos and my lessons which I am posting mainly based on the curriculum of ICSE 9th. And other students also, you can follow my channel because I am giving a general idea of all the lessons with the characters, with the diagrams and all. Okay, so let us proceed with today's episode. Now here starting with phylum Annelida. So based on the basis of classification, the characteristics, first we will take that. Okay, so based on the level of organization, so they are having an organ system level of organization. That is, they are having an organ system. Next, symmetry. On the basis of body symmetry, the body is bilaterally symmetrical. So these all in the previous episode also we have studied. They are bilaterally, some are bilaterally symmetrical, some are radially symmetrical. Okay, so some are asymmetrical. So like that, if you have gone through the previous episodes also, you'll be knowing that. So please go through the previous lesson also where I have posted the 4 phylums. If you have not yet gone through that, please, I am giving the link in the description box as well as in the link above. So please go through it and then only it will be easier for you to learn this lesson. So next comes the germinal layer. So germinal layer is triploblastic, that is presence of ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. So 3 layers are present in this germinal layer. Now coelom. So these are the first animals with true coelom. So till now some were having no coelom and some were pseudocoelomate. So pseudocoelom was there, that is absence of true coelom was there in the previous episode what we have studied. But these are the first animals with true coelom. And as these all are non-chordates, so notochord is absent in all of them. Okay, so this is the main basis of classification. Then we will move on to the next slide where we are going to discuss about the other main characteristics of Annelida. So here comes the term, the Greek word annulus means ring and idios means form. So they are elongated, they are having segmented worm-like animals. So they are having segmented bodies, so body is divided into different segments and they are having well-developed brain, ventral nerve cord, dorsal and ventral blood vessels. Okay, is it clear? Because they are having a well-developed organ system, so they are having well-developed brain, ventral nerve cord, dorsal and ventral blood vessels. Now body is provided with setae or parapodia for locomotion. So their locomotory organ is setae or parapodia which is present in their body. Now body is made up of a series of similar segments. We have told that is a segmented body, that is it is metamerically segmented. It is a segmented body. Each line segment is lined up one after the other from head to tail. So one after the other, each line segment is lined up and each segment possesses a similar pattern of organs such as nerves, muscles, blood vessels and excretory organs. Okay, so they are found in diverse habitats ranging from either they can stay in fresh water, they can stay in marine water or else they can stay in land also. So they are having a diverse habitat range. Okay, so they can stay in fresh water, marine water as well as in land also. Now these are the other characteristics which are important for understanding this phylum Annelida. Okay, so what are the main examples of phylum Annelida? Now here comes this example. See, they are having segmented body from head to tail. They are having segmented body. This is Nereis. Then comes the Arthropoda. Then comes Ferritima and this is the leech. Okay. So these animals, they are actually, this is sea mouse. This is also called sea mouse. Okay, this is earthworm, or it is called Ferritima. So this is, the common name is earthworm. Here the common name of Arthropoda is sea mouse. The common name of Ferritima is earthworm, and this is Nereis. So Nereis is also called the sandworm. This is also called the sandworm. And this one we all know, this is leech, or it is the blood sucking animal. If it gets stuck to your skin somewhere when you are going or passing through forests and somewhere, so it will suck your blood and it will become fat. So it depends on, it is a blood sucker animal. Okay, you can see that presence of, here you can see that here in the tip, its presence of sucker is there. So you are having segmented body in all are having segmented body. They are having brain, they are having ventral nerve cord, their body is provided with setae. See, their body is provided with setae or parapodia, or through which they walk. They are having feet, parapodia. So this is the main characteristic features of Annelida. So let us move on to the next phylum, that is the Arthropoda. Now we have come to the next category, that is phylum Arthropoda. So dear students, when we are first discussing about the basis of classification, first we are dividing it into dividing the characteristics on two parts. One is the general characteristics and one is based on the basis of classification. So it is easier for us to compare from one phylum to the next one. Okay, so first is the level of organization. Just remember this 5 basis of classification, and on that on, say, you are having the characteristics. Then we are moving on to the general characteristics of these phylums. So first is the level of organization, that is the organ system. They are having organ system level of organization. Next comes the symmetry. The body is bilaterally symmetrical. The germinal layer is triploblastic. They have a true coelom which is present in pouches as hemocoel. So they are having true coelom, and which is present in pouches as hemocoel, and as these are all non-chordates, they are, notochord is absent. Okay, is it clear? Notochord is absent in this phylum Arthropoda. So what are the general characteristics of this phylum? Let us see that. Now phylum Arthropoda. Now as the Greek term suggests, arthro means jointed and pods means legs. So this is, from this term only we have derived the term Arthropoda, that is arthros means jointed and pods means legs. So these are the only animals with jointed appendages. Okay, and this is the largest invertebrate phylum. So under this category many animals are there, that is, this is the largest invertebrate phylum. The body is bilaterally symmetrical and it is segmented. Now differentiated into two main regions. Their body is differentiated into two main regions, that is the cephalothorax. So what does this mean? That is, head and thorax are the two main regions of their body. Okay, so head, neck and thorax. They don't have neck region, so head and thorax. And the abdomen, or the three regions, that is head, thorax and abdomen. Okay, so two types of category we can see, that cephalothorax, that is head, thorax and abdomen, and another is head and thorax together. So two regions, cephalothorax, that is the head and the thorax together, and abdomen, if we are taking abdomen, we are having three regions, that is head, thorax and abdomen. Okay, they possess a hard exoskeleton made of chitin. So the body is covered with a hard exoskeleton which is made up of chitin, and they cast off exoskeleton during the early life. That is, they are shedding off. They are shedding off the exoskeleton during their early life, and which is regrown after. And body cavity is reduced and it's filled with blood, thus called the hemocoel. So their blood is called the hemocoel. Okay, which is body cavity is reduced into filled with blood, reduced and filled with blood, called the hemocoel. Now there is an open circulatory system and the blood does not flow in well-defined vessels. So I'll let you know that what is open and closed circulatory system. So that is, they are having an open circulatory system, that is, blood is not flowing in a well-defined vessels. Okay, so that is called an open circulatory system. We are having a closed circulatory system because it is flowing through different veins and arteries. So we are having a closed circulatory system. Is it clear to all students, right? So we'll move on to the next one. Now here let us see that we are having two diagrams. One is open circulatory system and another one is closed circulatory system. So in this open circulatory system, we are seeing that the blood is carried from the heart and it's carried to a place where it opens up. So the blood vessels, they are not closed. They are not being closed and they are not taking it to any other organs. Okay, so it is open circulatory system. It is left in the body cavity. Okay, so that is we are telling that it is an open circulatory system. But in closed circulatory system, what is happening? The blood is carried through the blood vessels to different organs or body parts. Okay, so there is a full blood vessel system through which the blood is carried to different parts of our body, to different organs, to different tissues. So it is carried through a closed vascular system. So that is called a closed circulatory system. But many insects, we can see that they are having an open circulatory system where the blood is from the heart, it is passed on to the body cavity. So like that, it diffuses to other organs. So there is not a closed vascular system. Now then let us move on to the next slide where we are having examples of this phylum. So examples of phylum Arthropoda. Okay, first one we can see it's a crab. So these are all common examples and we are having huge number of animals under this category. So Arthropoda, so they are all having jointed appendages, you can see. So what are the characteristics? We have told that they are having a hard exoskeleton made up of chitin. So hard exoskeleton is present in cockroach. It is present in crab also. It is present in scorpio. It is present in prawn, spider, housefly. All are having jointed appendages. They are having well segmented body. You can see that all are having segments in their body. They are having jointed appendages. Okay, so these are the main characteristics and these are the examples, the very important examples under this phylum Arthropoda, which is very common. So this crab, cockroach, scorpios, prawn, then comes housefly, spider and this centipede. Okay, so these all are the examples of phylum Arthropoda. So next we are moving to the next category or next phylum, that is phylum Mollusca. Now here comes phylum Mollusca. So in Mollusca also we will do the same thing. We are dividing them on the basis of classification first. Then we will move on to the general characteristics of Mollusca. So first let us take the level of organization. So level of organization, they are having an organ level of organization. So organ system is formed. Okay, so they are not on the cellular basis. These all are little bit on the higher sides of it. So they are having a organ level of organization. So what about the symmetry? These are bilaterally symmetrical body. The germinal layer is triploblastic. That is, triploblastic means, I have already told in the previous one, again I am telling, they are having ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. That is, 3 germinal layers are present. So they are triploblastic. Now what is the coelom, whether they are coelomate animals? Yes, they are having true coelom filled with blood called the hemocoel. Okay, they are having true coelom which is filled with blood called the hemocoel. And as they are non-chordates, the notochord is absent. As they are non-chordates, we can say that their notochord is absent. Now move on to the general characteristics of this mollusca. Now here comes the general characteristics of phylum Mollusca. So as the name suggests, mollis, so it's a Latin term, mollis means soft. So most of this Mollusca phylum organisms, they are living in water, but some are terrestrial. So most of them are living in water, but some are terrestrial. So outer shell, the outer shell, and they have a soft body inside. They are having an outer shell. So the shell, we can say that it is a hard calcareous shell which is present outside the body, and the inner side of the body is soft. The fold of skin around the body is called the mantle, which secretes the outer shell. So the fold inside the body, around the body is mantle which secretes the outer shell, and the body is protected by a hard calcareous shell. They have a muscular foot on their ventral side for moving around. Okay, they have a muscular foot on their ventral side for moving around. They have open circulatory system. They have open circulatory system. So what are they having? They are having open circulatory system, as I've already told in the previous slide. That is, their blood is not carried through any blood vessels. Their blood is carried through some vessel, and they are left in the body cavity, and through that they are being moving on to different organs and absorbed there. So they are not having a proper blood vessel system. Circulatory system, it's not closed, it's in an open form. They are having kidney-like organs which are causing, helping in excretion, and that kidney-like organs are called nephridia. So is it clear? They are having kidney-like organs which are called nephridia. Now next comes the examples of phylum Mollusca. Let us see. See, coming to the examples, the first example is Pila, second comes the Unio, then comes the Chiton, and this one is the octopus. You can see that as we have discussed about the characteristics in the previous slide, here we can see that they are having a hard exoskeleton, outside part, they are having a hard exoskeleton or a calcareous shell is there, and the inside part, it is a soft body of the organism. Okay, now next comes this octopus. It is also they are having, you can see they are having foot, that is we can see they are having muscular foot through which they are walking. So all these animals are having muscular foot with the help of which they are providing, it is providing locomotion, it is helping it to move around. Okay, these all are having open circulatory system also we have told. So these are the main examples of phylum Mollusca. So let us move on to one important fact which I don't know whether you know or not, but we should know the important fact about this octopus. Now here, did you know? So octopus is having 8 arms, that we all know. It is having 3 hearts. So it is we are all having 1 heart. So it's having 3 hearts. It is having 9 brains. So it is the largest among the invertebrates, and it is having blue blood. So these are the facts about the octopus which you should know, right? 9 brains, 3 hearts, 8 arms. So these are all exceptional things, and it is having blue blood. So this is all about the characteristics and examples of the phylum Mollusca. Then we will move on to the phylum Echinodermata, and it is the last one. Then next we are moving on. Then the next episode we will moving on to the first phylum Chordata. Okay, so let us start. Now here we are in the last phylum, that is the Echinodermata. So till now already we have completed about 7 phylums. So this is the last one, and we all know that they are having some similar characteristics as well as some different characteristics. So you need to compare first with the basis of classification. So here again comes the 5 points of basis of classification. The first one is the level of organization, that is the organ system. They are also having organ system level of organization. Next comes the symmetry. So as their body is having a pentaradial symmetry, so they are having like we can say that they all are having pentamerous body. So that is having 5 arms. So as they are having 5 arms, they are having pentaradial symmetry. So it's a form of radial symmetry only. Now next comes the germinal layer. So what is the germinal layer? The layer is triploblastic, that is endoderm, mesoderm and ectoderm they are having. So the xylem is very much well developed in this Echinodermata, and notochord, all these are non-chordate, so no notochord is present, so notochord is absent. So next we are moving on to the phylum Echinodermata, other characteristics of phylum Echinodermata. So let us see that. Now, as the name suggests, so this phylum Echinodermata, what is it? It is also a Greek term. It is also a Greek term in which echinos, what does it mean? Echinos means hedgehog. So we know that hedgehog is an animal. So it likes a hedgehog, and dermas means skin. Okay. So echinos means hedgehog and dermis means skin. So these are organisms with the spiny skin. Okay, they are exclusively free living marine animals. So they are living in water. Marine animals living in at the bottom of the sea. Okay, so they are having spines all over the body. We have already told that they are having spiny skin, and they are mostly sea bottom dwellers. Okay, they are staying at the bottom of the sea. So their body is unsegmented. They are having unsegmented body. They are having no head and body surface. They are having 5 radial arms. For that reason only they are pentamerous symmetry. They are having pentamerous symmetry. Now they move with the help of tube feet. So their organ of locomotion is tube feet. The body cavity has vascular system. Okay, they are possessing the calcareous exoskeleton, which is made up of calcium carbonate. So they are having a calcareous exoskeleton, and which is made up of calcium carbonate. They have a water driven tube system that they use for moving about in locomotion. So the tube system which they are having in their body, it is mainly water driven tube system which they use because they are staying in water, because they are marine animals. So they need to stay in water only. And they are having peculiar features of regeneration of their lost parts. So once they are they're losing their parts, they are able to regenerate the lost parts. Okay, they are having the peculiar feature of regenerating their lost parts, and they are having a well developed coelom that we have told in the previous slide also, where we were discussing about the on the basis of classification. So they are having a well developed coelom and a complete digestive system. So now we will stress on to the main important examples of this phylum Echinodermata. So let us see. Now here comes the four main examples of this phylum Echinodermata. So first one is the sea urchin. Okay, it's the sea urchin, or we can call it, scientific name is Echinus. Okay, this is sea urchin. You can see that the full body is having spiny skin. So these all are spiny skins. Okay, so next comes the starfish, or we can say it is the Asterius. So it is the starfish which is having a pentamerous body. So body is having 5 arms. Okay, it is having pentamerous body. Now next comes this one, is we can say that this is the Antedon, or it is also called the feather star. It is also called the feather star. Okay, so this is also called the feather star. So here also we can see that this feather star is also having this pentamerous format. Five or six arms are there. So this is a feather star. And next last, it is called the sea cucumber, and the scientific name is Holothuria. Okay, so the scientific name is Holothuria. It is the sea cucumber. So these are the main examples of this group, or Echinodermata, that is organisms with spiny skin. So this is all for today's episode. We have almost completed all the phylums under this, all the phylum till Echinodermata. Okay, so next we will be starting tomorrow with the next phylum Chordata. So we will be studying all the groups under phylum Chordata. So please subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more about this classification, about the characteristics of phylum Chordata. So stay tuned, stay updated with all my videos. As of now, I have completed this lesson. This full episode is complete. You can refer to the description box below for the other lessons of classification, and I am putting the link above also in the I description box. Okay, so thank you, and please subscribe to my channel for more updates and more videos. Thank you.